So when Daenerys Targaryen arrives in Qarth, she is gifted this pretty magnificent crown. It's basically a three-headed dragon crown. Rhaegal, Viserion and Drogon are all represented in the different gems that are like encrusted on this crown. This is pretty snazzy. Like, this is a fabulous piece. I mean, it's literally like the crown jewels. And this is all very intentional. When Daenerys arrives in Qarth, she's just survived the Red Waste. Like, she and the Dothraki and the dragons barely made it out alive. And they kind of stumble into Qarth, basically on their last legs, needing water, needing nourishment, needing a wash. And she feels like a beggar as they're making their way through into the city. And everywhere she looks, like, Qarth is, whether they admit it or not, the Qartheen are putting on a display. They're trying to woo Daenerys. Everything has been dressed up. You've got her coming in via all of these lovely buildings, all of this ornate sculpture, animals engraved onto the woodwork outside buildings. You've got fountains that are sculpted in the shape of dragons and griffins. Like, the way that Qarth has put on its show, they're trying their best to woo Dany. They're saying, look, we are a rich city and we have all of the best artisans, all of the best craft makers. And it makes sense that they would use those skills to craft the perfect gift for the mother of dragons. Because when you see this crown, I mean, the way they've done it, the dragons are so lifelike. Like, you don't need to be told that's Daenerys Targaryen, mother of dragons. You know instantly from the image. And that's a big part of this. It's brilliant branding on the part of the Qartheen, because Daenerys needs something to let people know who she is. The specific people who gift this crown to Dany are the Tourmaline Brotherhood, which are this group of really wealthy traders. There's a couple of groups that are always vying for control in Qarth. You've got the Tourmaline Brotherhood, you've got the 13, you've got the Pureborn. Everyone is super wealthy, but they're not wealthy enough. They always want more. And when they realise that the Mother of Dragons is not too far away, they get to work on making this magnificent gift to try and win her over. The problem is they're wanting to use Daenerys, and she knows this. And it's pretty evident when Dany stands on her own 2 feet and is like, no, you're not going to use me. You're not going to use my dragons. Then the Tourmaline Brotherhood don't like her anymore. Then they're like, oh, we don't want her around. You just gave her this fabulous gift. But all right, as soon as she doesn't do what you want, people show their true colours. And it's one of the things that Quaithe warns Dany about. She's like, just beware of everyone at this point. Now, when she's in Qarth, people are giving Daenerys everything. Like, the kitchen sink. You name it, they're giving it to her as a present. You've got coins, you've got gems, you've got... Somebody even brought a zebra. The crown from the Tourmaline Brotherhood is the only gift that Daenerys actually keeps. The rest she sells because she wants to use the money for ships. That's her goal. And she even said at the beginning, don't give me all of this fancy stuff. Like, I need ships. So you could just, if you want to treat me, ships would be great. The reason that Daenerys refuses to sell the crown that she's been given is directly related to her mother and her brother. When she and Viserys were in exile, they had Queen Rhaella's crown with them, but eventually they found themselves on hard times, and Viserys was forced to sell their mother's crown. And then he got the nickname the Beggar King, and he was humiliated, and this hurt Viserys big time. He knew people were laughing behind his back, and that undermined everything he was trying to do. He looked like a fool, and Daenerys saw this, and she was like, I'm not going to repeat that mistake. I'm going to look like a queen. People are going to know who I am. She has to look like a leader that people will respect. And having a crown is part of that. So that's why she keeps this particular crown. And it really does suit her because, I mean, this is the mother of dragons. She brought dragons back into the world. You couldn't have anything else on this crown. So Daenerys, she keeps a hold of it and she continues to wear it throughout Astapor, Yunkai, and even onto Meereen.